Welcome back, Libra, to the Astroflower and your weekly energy messages here. We will be pulling some tarot a little bit later on. Slight change of format this week here. We're trying things out. We're going to get a lot more in the way of messages from the energies because I'm sat actually on an energy line that goes through this property here. It's absolutely beautiful. So we're going to be seeing if there's a chakra sequencing that plays well for you and also taking some messages from the energy. Then we're going to be looking at the elements as well in your Astroflower. Now, I think it bodes incredibly well for you this week. Incredibly well. Certainly in the fundamental stuff. So we're going to be looking into that because the elements that we're going to be looking at this week are a combination between earth and air energy. And we saw that on the messages from energy this week here. There was a little bit of fire in that, which is quite good for you for transitional sort of stuff. It gets your passions going a little bit, but we'll look into that a little bit later on. In the meantime, let's just sort of connect with the energies here. And we'll be finishing off with a bit of tarot as well to sort of see how that sort of all plays in. Let's just connect to the energy here. Okay, finding our point zero. If you're having problems finding your point zero energy, just go. We've got a video on that on this channel. Also AINI on our channel. Let's just see. Here we go. We've got the chakra sequencing. Both are playing in very much in line. The crown and the root chakra is playing really well. There's a little bit more on the root chakra, and that's that fundamental things, I think. There is a degree as well, joy within this fundamental design, which is really nice. Maybe a bit of dancing. Okay. That seems to be playing through. Okay. One thing which is an incredible asset for you, you have to be a little bit wary of. It's showing me the third eye. I'm in the third eye here, and although it's not bad at all, it's very good. But at the same time, there's a certain weight to it. So you don't want to overcook your thinking, because otherwise you might disturb the fundamentals too much. It's like drinking, like they call Turkish coffee, where you have a lot of grouts in the base of the cup. You don't want to stir it up if you don't want the grouts. You have to let things settle, and that's when you're going to get the fundamentals that come to the surface here. So within your chakra sequencing, if you find yourself overthinking, bring your energy back down into your body here. If you overthink, that's when the sacrum is going to play. It may cause you stress and strains. Okay, and it might put a bit of stress and strain under. Is this what I'm supposed to be doing or not? Sort of scenario. That's the sort of question that sort of comes back from it. If you let go of that third eye, it's going to be much easier for you to allow your fundamental desires to come through. So your fundamental desires is, I would like to be, for example, a therapist, or I would like to be married. But before you get to being a therapist and getting to being married, you've got these steps that need to be taken along the road. And this is where you might be confusing the steps that you need to take, which will then sort of change your fundamental desires, and you may not get or receive what you projected out there into the world. So I'd be just a little bit wary of that. Your third eye is phenomenal compared with all the other signs. It's absolutely phenomenal, and it can be a really very strong asset. But because it's a very strong asset, a little bit like sort of pedigree dogs in a way. I've got Cody, and Cody's a mixture of various dogs. Pedigree dogs tend to have a little bit more health problems because they're really refined, and that's what you need to be a little bit wary of in regards to the third eye. Let's just see. And doing rather than saying, doing. That seems to be the thing. Getting your fundamental things working. You know, it's one step after another, and this is where you can drive those fundamental desires to real results more than anything else. Okay? And that's when all of a sudden, because you're very clear with your fundamental desires, it's going to be as easy as anything to get things moving in the right direction. Just sticking true to it, and just be wary of the overthinking thing. Let's just see if there's anything else going on. Giving yourself space to actually enjoy the moment and less stress. And I think that's where the overthinking does. That allows your heart chakra to open up a little bit, and it becomes a lot easier for you to actually enjoy the moment of what you're actually doing. Absolutely beautiful there. You know, and it will support then the determination, the courage, the confidence. You will gain a lot of confidence in order to do. But you've just got to do that. You've got to nourish that solar plexus energy as well by doing. Okay, and there we go. We're going back to the crown and the root. So we're coming back to the fundamental point zero. Okay, so, you know, it seems pretty straightforward for you. It's all about the groundwork that will produce a lot on the surface, but it's, you know, there's no point planting a seed, you know, in the middle of the road. That seed, although it may germinate, it will die very quickly. And that's the sort of situation here, is that, you know, being very fundamental, not overthinking things, and just kind of start saying, okay, I may want that plant there, but in the meantime, I've got to put it into earth. And that's where I think a lot of things come through for you. Okay, let's just see what's going on with let's get a message from the energy. Let's find that point zero again. Here we go, we got that point zero. So what's the message out there? It's beauty is in abundance because it's grown. And it's beauty is in abundance because it's grown. So it's almost like sort of saying if you want to grow your fundamental desires, manifest the things you want in life, you have to be true to the growing process. And that means a case of doing rather than saying more than anything else. Although communication is absolutely key here, most of your air will be found at your base of your flower. We'll see that in a minute. You do have that cardinal air that goes all the way around you. And that's where you've got to be, you know, everything you communicate in the outside world should be driven in a certain direction according to your fundamental desires. In regardless of whether you're talking in the financial world with jobs, businesses and projects and so forth, or if you're talking within your relationship side. I think it's going to be much more important on your financial side than on your relationship side, but being very straight about it and not trying to, you know, make it too complex, the conversation. Okay, keeping the conversation very simple but punctual in how you do. So you don't get caught up of trying to balance everything and everyone's energy around you. So everything's, you know, calm and etc. Maybe it's a case here is just allowing things to blow through so it blows the complications away from your pathway and opens up to something that's a lot better for you. Okay, so there you go. That's the message from energy. Anything else? No, just be very true with your communication. I think that's all comes up. Okay, so let's just have a look now at what's going on with your elements according to the Astroflower. So here's the Astroflower in front of you. As you can see, you've got this mutable earth that comes all the way through you from Virgo. Now, Virgo is a pure earth sign as much as you are a pure air sign. Now, that means you have this air, this cardinal air that goes all the way around. A lot of signs, 90% of them, you know, 8 out of 12 of them, have a combination. For example, this is where we can see with this Cancer energy that's coming through here. This Scorpio energy that's coming through here. It starts off as fixed water, but then eventually comes down to fixed air. So it does have that changing aspect, but not with you, Libra, not with you. You have that constant energy that goes through you. But what you will see here is on the base petals, and this reflects you beautifully with the energy from Cancer and your good self, because Cancer has Earth at their base. So then therefore you have this cardinal air and cardinal earth. This works really well for you. It's you are connecting with the outside world, you're networking, and you've got to be very precise of what you're going after. If you're very precise of what you're going after and you make the conversation simple but very direct, therefore you will get physical rewards which will allow you that you can integrate within your financial world to give you the results. After that, you have this fixed earth with this fixed air. Now this on this side here is that's all the fundamental desires. This is about sort of saying, I'm hungry. That's the fact. The question is what do you want to eat? What would you like to eat? And that's where that joy comes out with the heart chakra. So I think this is where we'll find the real fundamental desires of the pathway that you wish to live for you. And this is where going and looking at the synchronicities that are around you, networking, you'll be able to find some good results that will help to sort of create your path in front of you. In the future self here, so here is your here and now, and here is your future on your financial side. Look at that crossing point with that two pure energies. And this is, I think, ties into the connection that you might have with someone. You may be meeting someone, which opens a lot of doors for you. And this will then sort of, within your here and now, you've got to play with it. You know, the enthusiasm of Virgo. Use the enthusiasm of Virgo and the adaptability of Virgo within the physical world. This is where you need to adapt a little bit through the direct, simple, direct conversation or communication. You're going to be able to see how you adapt your physical world, so that physical world then brings in that confidence within your relationship side and gives you that direction that you can also shape and mold through that direction, because on your relationship side you have that combination between, let me just move that out of the way, combination between air and earth, mutable air and earth on your karmic path. So it's a lot of, trying things out, expressing as well what your desires are for what you wish to live, but not necessarily having them etched in stone. I think this is where, it's adaptability within your pathway will help you out enormously and allow you to sort of develop things within your future in regards to how your relationships are going, your emotional or your spiritual path. This sort of molding factor here will reflect in your language, which you should be reflecting in your language. So it's being very precise about how that development is going within relationships as well. With the synchronicities around you, you do have this cardinal water that comes in from Capricorn with your cardinal air. So basically you're choosing the direction here. The thing is with Capricorn is that just after this it turns into cardinal earth. So I think you're going to, within the synchronicities around you in the relationship side, you're going to see what's possible, but you need to be emotionally direct about, going after what is possible, but it's just out of reach at the moment, I think, more than anything else. And this is that molding factor that you're playing through with the Virgo energies. So let's just pull a few cards on that. I think the financial side is going to be the driving force for you. So let's just see what's going on there. We've got this fixed earth and fixed air within your sign. Fundamentals. I always say it, the universe and everything in the universe works on the process of, as long as I'm okay, everybody else can be okay. And, it's not a case of when everyone else is all right, I'm all right. That is a great problem there, because you've got, if you take that on board, just within the humans, you've got 8 billion people to make sure is all right before you're okay. It doesn't work. So this is about concentrating on the possibilities, really being firm about sort of the direction that you should be taking on your financial pathway. The moment you do that, this is when it's going to open up the opportunities. Boom! Well card. Brand new dimension for you here. Brand new offering coming into your life. The accumulation of a lot of things, the combination of a lot of different elements within your life as well. It could be something that you're working on already. It could be like something that you're working upon. This is it may be for some of you. So some things that you're working upon now gets clarity of direction. And that's what takes it to the next level. So this could be about your career path or your business or your projects. Whatever it is, you're stepping forth and really taking a direction which is good for you more than anything else. Don't overthink things. Don't say too much. Do. Simple conversation, simple communication will allow you to to really follow your heart's desires. Let's see what's going on in this future section here, in this real combination here. Yeah, going after your heart's desires. There is something that's coming into your life within the networking front that is going to open up, make you realize, kind of going, wow, this is a dream that I've been waiting for a long time. And now all of a sudden it's becoming possible within your future self here. You're really playing into that combination of those pure air of your sign and the pure air, earth of Virgo here. And you can really sculpt it. Yeah. 3 of Cups, a celebration. Finally, everything comes together. It makes you feel a lot more confident about where you're going. It feels a lot more confident to be working with other people. A lot more confident about sort of pushing your business and so forth. There's a lot of good networking thing that's coming out of this. And it just has this Wheel of Fortune as well. It is ultimate goal time for you, Libra. Ultimate goal time for you. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Really chuffed for you here, Libra. Really, really chuffed. Once you start, if you concentrate on those fundamental desires, this is where things are really going to start pushing forward and rocking, rolling for you. Okay, let's just see what's going on your karmic path on your relationship side. Out with the old and in with the new. This is you molding your future. This is you using, I think, what's happening in your financial side. As I said, this earth that comes all the way through and comes down to here, through that star card and the Wheel of Fortune and the 3 of Cups as well, which takes you to a whole new perspective in life, which makes you feel very, very confident about where you're going. Let's just see what the connection is in this section here. How is that mutable earth reflecting within your air energy? You get the 4 of Swords. Healing, basically, within your life. And I think this is because you're getting a new direction on your financial side. It's making you feel a lot more confident about life. And that's what's bringing forth the healing. And getting rid of that 5 of Cups. The disappointment of the past. I think that's what you're healing from, because there's a new, maybe it's a new love that comes into your life. That's what you need to meet, and it's gonna all of a sudden it's gonna make you really passionate about life. Could even be a Scorpio. This is revealing the underbelly of the emotions of life, which is allowing you to see things clearly for what they are. This is why simple but direct communication is really key for you here. It's going to ignite your karmic path and allow you to really turn this positive thing that's happening on your financial side and really flow into your relationship side. Really good energies for you this week here, Libra. Thanking you for being here. I hope you get the best out of these readings. Don't forget about the messages from energy on our channel. And if you want to find out about finding that 0 point energy in meditation, we've also got that on our channel. There is the live on Sunday night, questions and answers. 2100 hours UK time. Between us and the collective within the Astroflower family, we find the solutions. So I will see you there for that. Thanking you very much for all the support you give to this channel through the YouTube system. It's absolutely beautiful to see. Liking, sharing, commenting. and what have you. Don't forget about subscribing. I will see you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.